These are just some theories that I want to go over in brief. I feel there's a scientific mate system, possibly DNA related, or some other sort of, science-based identity system, in which each man is paired with a woman, and they are designed that way, made for each other. I theorize that we have the ability to come back over and over again into future lifetimes and be with our respective mate, our ultimate lover, if you will. I believe that the ability of us to or not to meet up with our respective mate is somewhat based on karma, the science behind what people would call karma. Basically, cause and effect. What you do will lead you one way or the other. It can lead us to our mate or away from our mate. Also, it can cause other hardships or good fortunes, depending. I believe in time, if this is proven true, that through science, that there is a science to this karma notion, I believe that it would virtually eliminate all crime. Why would anybody want to come back astray from their ultimate lover once they truly know what that love is? Secondly, why would someone want to come back potentially deformed or otherwise deficient or misplaced into a bad environment based on their actions that they're doing today? The science behind it, I believe, is just like anything else. It's clockwork, just like the sun out there in space and then planets going around the sun. There's a science to that. There's a science to all of this. I believe there's a clear line of right and wrong. Any given creature may not always know what is right and wrong at a given time. However, that does not change the fact that something is right or wrong. Do I know all the answers of what is right and wrong? No, I do not. I strive to learn more about my behavior and make sure I don't want to wrongly infringe upon anybody, so I just want to make sure that I'm not doing that. What is right, what is wrong. It never changes. It's all clearly defined by life. It's universal. From what I can tell, the easiest way for me to speak about what is wrong is, something that is based on an inappropriate infringement upon another. And I recall pieces of memories from other lifetimes, from previous paths, bits and pieces. There's just like, imagine you took an old film reel and you just cut little frames. Well, that's like kind of what I remember, just these bits and pieces. But there have been so many repeats, and there were so many times. It's almost like however I have these memories, it sort of came back to me in a way. It's been spliced together to tell a story, or enough of it so that I could get the gist of potentially enough of what I needed to know as far as, okay, there was a lot of stuff that happened. A lot of what I recall in this life that I'm living, the memories I recall from the previous paths it's very similar to this life. Almost like coming through again on the same trail. Like in the movie Groundhog Day or The Edge of Tomorrow, except in those movies, instead of it being one day, picture an entire lifetime, which, what is time to some, a day to a life, what is time, right? I remember that there were other types of people besides just humans. Let's leave it at that. And it seems to be there was a heavy amount of like mafia or government influence in a lot of these other lifetimes, for better or for worse. I just hope that into the future that everything, we can just shape it up into the good direction. Whatever we did in the past, let's let the past be the past, and let's move on in a good, positive way. Now, this next point is more of an observation rather than a theory. It seems like there's more than one person representing certain characters. Like how in James Bond, James Bond had more than one actor playing him through the years. I would make the claim that there are people that I've met in my life, friends and family, and then also people who I have not met, people I only know through the media, who have more than one person representing them, playing them, if you will. I'm not sure the exact reason. Again, I only hope that into the future we can just be positive with this, whatever the reasoning in the past was or however this got set up. I just hope for a positive future.